I'm Mike Renner alongside Zach Robinson. Today we're breaking down the Buffalo Bills and what they can do to give their franchise quarterback, Josh Allen, some help. Because we know that the Bills have some of the worst talent offensively in the NFL. On paper, it just doesn't look good. Any single position there they could address up front. Now they have $90 million in cap space, and unfortunately, they keep winning, so they're projected for the 10th overall pick right now. But Josh Allen needs a certain type of offense. He's a downfield passer. What needs do you see there on the roster?
Yeah, they clearly want to be a heavy vertical shot team. They want to take shots down the field, use what he does, use his athleticism to buy time and kind of work the different move the pocket bootlegs that you can have, and you can dial up some good play actions down the field. But they need some speed guys. You look at their roster right now. So some of the guys you're like, who are they throwing to? So he's had a revolving door there. They need some guys. Then they just need a solid guy, a big frame guy that can kind of work the short to intermediate range, big catch radius with Josh Allen's inaccuracies on, throws under 10 yards. So there's definitely a ton of needs, but I would say they got to get some speed because they want to get down the field. Yeah,
unfortunately, not really any free agent wide receivers that fit that bill. It's a pretty weak free agency wide receiver class, but I will say with that same type of offense, I think offensive line could be a big need as well, or at least they could definitely just upgrade some positions there, and that's where they could find some help in free agency. Trent Brown at the New England Patriots, Darrell Williams of the Carolina Panthers, who was injured this year, could help at tackle, whereas Roger Saffold, Ramon Foster, Andy Levitra inside at guard could all be a sort of stopgap, because I think you need to give him more time. He's a guy who wants to, like you said, throw downfield, and if you give him more time, he can then scramble more. It just will help any young quarterback to afford him more time. So I do think they go offensive line and free agency as well, and maybe even the draft, because where they're drafting right now at 10th overall, that's about where the offensive line value starts to be there with if Jonah Williams from Alabama falls to there, or someone like YODNY CAJUSTE or Greg Little, if they go even into the teens, could be there. So I do think in the draft, that's where they're could address O-line, but also the wide receiver position. Like
wide receivers, probably not a round one that you're going to take at the 10th pick, but some of those intriguing guys, we've mentioned that it's probably going to be a heavy, round 2, round 3 receiver where you can find some good value with guys. And Hollywood Brown obviously fits the bill. We've seen him get down the field consistently through his time at Oklahoma, and ARCEGA-WHITESIDE, N'Keal Harry. So those guys are very intriguing in round 2. I think you could really not go wrong with either of those guys, especially Whiteside. I think he's incredible, just what he can do. Josh Allen, he's not going to be afraid to let stuff go, and he doesn't need to see a ton of space. We've seen Whiteside all season long, acrobatic catches on the outside. I think he'd be a great fit for him.
Yeah, I think this draft ends up being very offense heavy for the Bills. Defensive side of the ball, they're holding their own. But O-line, wide receivers, someone for Josh Allen. I think that's where they end up going. There you have it. Make sure to go to ProFootballFocus.com and check out all our articles about the upcoming offseason.